All right, so moving from that to talk about another superhero film that's coming out next year for Black History Month. To give a present to all black people everywhere. Black Panther.
Hey, man, I saw this movie, man. I'm going to Wakanda, man. I'm going to Africa. I'm going to Wakanda.
And I just, with this, I have to say just a special PSA to all black people everywhere. Listen, please do not pirate this movie. Please do not record it and bootleg it. Please actually go to the theater 5 times at least to go see this. Because I'm going to see this shit at least. This shit looks great. If it is really good like I'm seeing it, I'm going to see this shit. Most times I've ever been to the theater was 3 times to see Star Wars. The Force Awakens. That's the most time I've been to the theater 3 times to go see that.
Goddamn.
I went.
I understand too, but the third time.
Third time, I might have to break that record with this. I have to maybe go see this 4 times. I mean,
at that point, why don't you just go twice so you can view it the first time, then the second time get everything that you missed or whatever, and then just buy a ticket for somebody else. Donate to charity or something. I don't know.
Give it to shit. Now fuck that. I gotta go see it myself. I mean, I may take somebody with me to go see it.
Okay,
and pay for them. But I'm seeing it at least. I mean, maybe 4 times. I gotta see it at least 4 times.
At least 4 times.
If this is good as I'm hoping it will be, I gotta go see it that many times. I mean, it
does look badass.
It does look really badass. I mean, it really does.
The music sucks.
Well, you don't like? Hey man, listen, don't disrespect Gil Scott-Heron like that.
Hey man, they need Run the Jewels. Get the Run the Jewels back on this shit, man. What the fuck? I don't care.
The Revolution will not be told about is a classic song, man.
Okay, I like that one part. That one part. That's all.
Everything about that song is incredible. That's a great song.
I don't know the song, but anyway,
that is a great song, man. And yeah, you hear Gil Scott-Heron's Revolution now be televised. It's funny when they begin the trailer. So you hear Martin Freeman talking to Chadwick Boseman saying, how he's seen all these crazy events, all these different Marvel events that's happened. Men, aliens falling from the sky, seeing gods, all this type of stuff. But the one thing he just still is amazed by is black people that do well for themselves. He can't believe that. And I mean, like black people actually are successful. They doing well for themselves. That's just impossible. I can't believe that. Now that's just crazy. Now I can believe aliens. I can believe gods. But black people doing well for themselves? That's just insanity. You got to show me this.
I've heard jokes of people doing the same thing from Dumbo, where it's like, I've seen everything, but I've never seen an elephant fly.
I mean, that's pretty much what he was saying. I mean, he was saying, like, I've seen all these really crazy, unbelievable shit. But to believe, like, black people have this highly advanced civilization that we don't know about, that white people haven't gotten to yet, now that's just crazy talk. And that's just really crazy.
I wanted to ask you, what do you think he's specifically talking about? But I guess I get your answer right there. And that's the general consensus. Like, I feel like he might be talking about something else, but more than likely it's the freaking city that they're hiding from everybody.
Yeah, because in the last trailer, you saw Ulysses Claw say that, they're hiding something that you don't know about. And then I think that's when he comes out and talks to him about it. And says, hey, do you have this big, highly advanced city that is hidden from the rest of the world? Because you see that Daniel Guerrero's character, who's Michelle, she plays Michonne on Walking Dead. So she comes in flying the ship with no controls, no anything. Kind of like
hands out, man. I like that.
Kind of like Young Justice, like how Miss Martian used to fly the ship. And if anybody who's ever seen that, so she comes in through these barriers that's hidden behind these. Kind of these invisible shields or something going right straight into the city.
And it seems like that's plausible in real life too, just because there's so many different, like either islands or just jungles or whatever that people wouldn't really pay attention to, like unless they're going hiking or something like that.
That is very true. I mean, it's a big planet, a lot of undiscovered places in the planet. There's probably a lot of people we don't know, even that probably civilizations that we don't even know are there.
Hey, trust me, as much as I think about getting away from it all, I know these places exist.
Yeah, I mean, I really wish there was a Wakanda. It seems like a badass place to be.
What are you talking about, man? They filmed this in Wakanda. This is a real location. Everybody's going to move there when the movie comes out.
Yeah, I mean, black people wishes they could fucking move there. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, hey, go back to Africa. Well, if it's Wakanda, y'all definitely go back all the way to Africa then if I get to stay there.
Hey, I'd like to believe that if Black Wall Street were still here today, that would be Wakanda.
Maybe. Because you see the city, and Ryan Coogler said he took a lot of inspiration from Blade Runner. Like you see, yeah, so he did like with the landscapes of the city and everything like that. He did take a lot of inspiration from that.
I can see it, but I don't know. It just seems odd for him to say that.
Why you say that?
Just because the movie just came out. I mean, the newest
No, I'm
one.
talking about the old one. He probably took inspiration from the old one.
Yeah, I mean, well, how long ago did he? Well, it was still in production either way, but it just seems odd for him to say that, knowing that the new one is out now. Just, I don't know. You don't hear people like, not necessarily piggybacking, but you don't hear people like commenting on someone's work if it's still present.
I think he was mentioning the 1982 one, not the 2049 one.
Well, no, we're continuing. It's like it's still present in that sense.
Oh, you mean okay? Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, but yeah, a lot. I mean, you see a lot of things take inspiration from Blade Runner and like the whole futuristic city type of landscape. I mean, it seems like I wonder how much time we're going to spend in the city of Wakanda, in the world of Wakanda. Because
I hope the whole time.
Yeah, because this place looks really beautiful. I mean, I was excited to see Asgard for the very first time, but they don't really spend that much time there always. I'm excited to see Thor Ragnarok because you get to see all these different places, all these different. You can see this war planet. I hope to see all these different. But with this, like this type of city, this type of inspiration for it from Blade Runner, you really do kind of see that this kind of booming metropolis of a city. And you see all this kind of good future tech in there. Yeah. How they're mixing kind of future tech with kind of old kind of style of civilization and kind of mixing that together.
So when they walk through the streets, I guess I didn't pay attention to detail. Mm-hmm. Is that supposed to be like is that Wakanda itself? Because it looks like an actual African tribe. Well, not tribe per se, but African city.
Like, so I think that is actual Wakanda itself, I think. Because like Wakanda's completely, I think, shielded off from everything else. So I think everything that you may see in the trailer of them, like with the city and all that stuff, I think that stuff is there in Wakanda.
Because it seems so weird because you see these big towering buildings, whatever, made out of whatever metal or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then you see that one scene where it's like just brown, like clay-made buildings, right?
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying with that type of stuff. Maybe that's something where, you know how like some cities, they'll have like, the growth and the populace of other cities, but they'll still keep that older architecture sometimes. So maybe it's something like that, where they'll still keep the older architecture to be reminded of the past, but still update the city and still have other areas which are more highly advanced. Maybe they'll have something like that.
Okay, that makes sense. Like it actually shows culture and all, like how Rome would be or whatever. Like you never forget your past or whatever.
Yeah, I mean. In that, and speaking of like never forgetting the past, you see a scene where Chadwick Boseman, he's walking into like a dream type scape, which is maybe the afterlife. Because like the thing about the Black Panther is that he can commune with other Black Panthers of the past. So maybe he'll do that with this, or he'll communicate with maybe his father, kind of like a Lion King moment.
Oh, so we finally get the Black Avatar, man. I've been waiting for this.
I mean, pretty much. I mean, maybe it's like a Lion King thing. Maybe. James Earl Jones will come out, play Mufasa, accept Panther form, come out, speak to him. Because you see a bunch of Panthers on a tree and how all these like different multiple Panthers, which is pretty cool. You also see him with his sister Shuri, who was also the Black Panther. She was the Black Panther in the comics for a little short run there. She took over for him. You see her, she's kind of like his tech genius person who's designing all the suits and his technology, because you see he's wearing a different suit than he did, like he got an upgrade. And you see how the suit that he's wearing now kind of forms around his whole body, which is probably better than the Iron Man suit, because the Iron Man suit, he has to actually physically jump in the suit. It's because like some of the Iron Man suits, I think he can just put on one piece of it and it probably forms around him a little bit, but I don't think he can just like have one piece of it and then it completely forms around him. Like only happens like when he had that little glove, like he had a little piece of it and it did form around his hand. But with this Black Panther suit, he just has a little like the necklace around and it forms all around his body. And you see how it has a little bit more of a purple tinge to it.
Yeah, why did they? Not why, but they just added that in this new trailer, right? We've never seen that before, right?
No, we've never seen that before. I guess that must be something with his new suit, the new vibranium, maybe with his suit. Maybe that what brings it out. You also see kind of Michael B. Jordan, his character, he's playing Eric Killmonger, how he has his
Okay,
own Black Panther suit that's
and he's
gold.
he's like a jaguar, I believe, right?
Yeah, he's supposed to be like more of like a jaguar, but he has kind of his own like Black Panther suit that's all gold. That's all goldish and black.
Which looks better in my opinion than purple and black.
Yeah, gold and black does go really well together. Gold and black does go really well together. And you see Andy Serkis' Ulysses Claw, how like he has a new hand, kind of like Inspector Gadget's kind of style, where just stuff pops out of it instead of them just completely like getting a completely robotic arm or like a sonic cannon. Because in the comics, he just has like a sonic cannon for an arm. But with this, they're able to kind of save a little bit of money and just have give
Yeah.
them this regular looking arm, just has stuff pop out of it, which is pretty nice. I mean, anything you noticed in the trailer that you really liked that you thought was pretty dope, or
Just the main thing, like you said earlier, the suit, how it just comes out of like. What do you think that is? Like, I was wondering if it was like nanotechnology, biotechnology. Like, how does this stuff work?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, because it just kind of just forms. I know. I mean, it's something that's just like straight just science fiction. I mean, more than I think even the Iron Man movies have really done.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Then because you see how like he jumps out of the ship that he's on, the plane that he's on, and he's flying, throws these balls, and they say that's supposed to like have him have a safer fall. It's supposed to wrap around him and kind of like when he's guiding
how,
him down.
now how do you know that?
Because I was watching a video and they were breaking it down. They said that could be
Huh.
a possible reason why they're doing that. Where he's throwing those balls down like that.
Because I was wondering, like, Iron Man, he could just do that stuff where he could fall down. I'm like,
Right.
is it just his suit or what? Because he's falling from what 12,000 feet
Yeah.
with no parachute. I just watched the video on that. You're gonna break your legs, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, he does have a vibranium suit. I mean, he probably could just land and be okay, right?
I Okay, so in all honesty, I don't even know how that works with Iron Man. Like, is that just the comic book world, or is that something I don't know about impact based on like bionic legs and all that?
I mean, they call it the superhero landing, where he just lands on kind of the
Yeah,
one knee thing. I mean, I'm sure it protects him most of the time. It just protects him.
man. Part of me thinks that your bones will still like, I don't know, you sprain your ankle or some shit. Who knows? Something will happen.
Yeah, I mean, because you see him being knocked into buildings, it's like any person would be turned into soup and just get poured out of the thing. I mean,
Exactly.
yeah. I mean, anything you noticed about the trailer that you really enjoyed, really liked, or
Just everything, man. The vast land of Wakanda is gonna be the star. Like,
mm,
you may say that it's the Black Panther, T'Challa, however his name is said,
yeah, so
but the main star of this movie to me is Wakanda. Like, I want to see more of Wakanda. I want to like them to just get involved with this land so we understand the philosophy of it all. Like how is it just a regular kingdom? Is it just like how do they do? There's how are the scientists? How are their day to day lives? Like what is it about this place that's so different about the outside world?
mm,
Because I know that they actually do take a break from Wakanda. Like I'm pretty sure they're fighting off forces that are trying to get in. They actually go to what looks like uh Tokyo, maybe like it's some either Korean or a Japanese area because they have like signs that have the different languages.
mm, that's a good point. It I think this film is also going to get into like very political things also because
Of
how he
course.
has to step into being the role of the new Black Panther, being the new king, and you see a lot of people who want to challenge that rule. Obviously, Eric Killmonger's character, Michael B. Jordan, who wants to challenge that. And you also see another character, like the character, like holding some. You remember that character, like holding the guy up, like the big guy wearing all the fur. He's now that's a different set of tribe in the kingdom because how most people in Wakanda worship the panther, this other tribe worships the bear, and the
Okay.
character is Winston Duke who plays M'Baku.
Mbaku.
So they worship the bear, and like that's their thing that they believe, and believe that they're moving more towards a more tribal nature rather than this whole kind of I think advanced kind of civilization.
So they'd rather branch off into different tribes rather than being one collective.
I think they just would rather. I'm sorry, I said did I say bear?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck, I meant gorilla. Sorry about that.
Wait, that brings up so many more questions though.
That's their big. They worship the gorilla. Sorry about that. I had Demon Bear on my fucking mind again from
Yeah.
New Mutants.
That demon bear is getting in your mind, man. Tell it.
Yeah, they worship the gorilla. Like that's their big thing.
Okay.
Most people worship the Panther, and what he can do. The Panther gods. They worship the gorilla. That's their big thing. You know, and he even dresses a little bit like with the fur and all this type of stuff. And how that's what they believe, and they want to challenge the rule of T'Challa. They don't want to see any more rule of the Panther.
So that makes me wonder: is there going to be like, since we have Black Panther, we have the Jaguar suit as well? Is there going to be like someone in like maybe a gorilla suit?
I mean, you see him already, kind of in like the furs and all that type of stuff like that. And you see a scene where they're fighting in a water, kind of like a waterfall situation.
Oh yeah.
So that may be them.
So it's no superpower thing. It's just regular tribes or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, so he'll probably challenge him, for maybe rule, is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
And so I mean, also it seems like he kind of has like a lot of villains going in this because he's got Ulysses Call, he's got Killmonger, he's got M'Baku. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. It seems he's gonna have a lot of people that's coming after him here.
Hey man, you heard what the guy said, man. I've seen everything. I've seen gods. I've seen a guy fall from the sky. I've seen aliens. But I've never seen black people do good for themselves. We're going to shut you down.
I mean, yeah, maybe you got Martin Freeman's going to come in and goddamn invade that place. You think he would learn from history. Never invite white people to black people's spaces. You think he would learn after all these years. Never do that. But I guess he hasn't fucking learned, I guess.
Oh, man. This is going to be a great movie. I can't wait. And then I'm very curious and very concerned for, like, what the press is going to be behind this, where it comes to like regular people on Twitter, Facebook, whatever, journalism. Just the fact that it's Black History Month, this is going to get political. It's probably going to bring up some type of race issue that we're having current day. So
yeah, it's already been doing that on Twitter.
What's going on so far?
Some dude just mentioned he added John Boyega, because John Boyega, I remember John Boyega complained that like Game of Thrones wasn't diverse. And
that was John Boyega that said that?
I think that was, yeah, he said Game of Thrones wasn't very diverse.
Because I've heard that comment. I didn't, God dang.
And then he came out here and he said, because people were saying Black Panther's diverse. We kind of think about it's kind of not, because
it's not.
It's mostly black people in it. And then that's got people saying, oh, it's diverse, which means it's anti-white. They're saying that means that it's because they're calling it diverse because it's black people in it. And there's no white people and all that type of stuff like that. I mean, it's diverse in the sense that it's in the movie industry, it's diverse.
I mean, it's diverse because it's showing black people, is what you're saying. Like I guess I get what you mean, but it's so weird because there's no diversity, or there's little diversity in the movie itself, but in the movie industry is diverse. And
you say in the movie industry is diverse?
Yeah, because it's showing like it's got enough black actors in here.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, in terms of like Hollywood goes, as far as it's being, especially it's not a slave movie, so it's diverse in that sense. You know what I mean?
But the movie itself is just like black. Hey, there's a white guy. Black. It's like an exact opposite of every white movie.
Yeah, and somebody actually made a funny joke about that. They say because Martin Freeman and Andy Serkis in it, and they said they're the token white guys. You know, so I mean that was very funny. That was a nice comment. As
much as people might get their panties in a bunch about this, like, well, this is the exact opposite. Like it's just everything that you complained about with the other one. Like, yeah, so shut the fuck up. We finally get one.
Yeah, I mean that's
I'm sorry to say it like that, but that's my opinion on it. It's like I'd like to see some balance here.
Yeah, but I mean, I think most people just won't give. I mean, they'll go see the movie. They'll make a bunch of money. I think it's a Marvel movie. People want to see the next Marvel movie.
Oh yeah.
I don't think this whole thing like,
But then again, who really saw like Ant-Man?
Ant-Man made kind of big, but this looks more exciting, I think, than Ant-Man does. Like
it really is though.
This looks way more exciting than that one does.
Ant-Man didn't have a trailer like Ant-Man's trailer didn't grab me.
No, not really. I mean, that movie was to me mediocre. Anyway, I thought it was okay.
It was good, but like you said, it's just over mediocre for me. So
yeah, I mean, this one it looks exciting and has this bustling world in it that we've never seen before,
which is the main character.
Yeah, I mean, and you see, Michael B. Jordan's Eric Killmonger, who looks like maybe the flyest villain in history. You see him with the jean jacket on, got the sag going on, got the glasses, hipster glasses on. Like this, he may be the flyest villain in history on screen.
People are getting mad because he doesn't emote.
He doesn't emote.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Okay, I thought you did pretty well. He changed into that Black Panther costume. He got his mad face on. I thought he did pretty well.
I mean, that's his whole face, like the stone face, angry. I'm mad.
Well, I mean, he has been kicked out of his home because his whole backstory of Killmonger is they get kicked out of his home, exiled to New York.
No.
So that's part of the other reason he hates the Black Panther. It's because of that.
Okay.
So that's but he's incredibly intelligent because he did go to MIT in New York.
The hell? Okay, yeah, that's a weird backstory if you ask me. I don't know why. I find that weird, but just him being in New York was one thing that I found out off the bat. He went from Africa to New York, and I'm like, okay, well, that's gonna be something involved with him and other people. I would think, right?
What do you mean?
Like other, like maybe villains, heroes, who knows? Just being in New York.
Yeah, I mean, because New York, every superhero in Marvel is pretty much in New York.
It's gonna run into Luke Cage or something.
Yeah, I mean that would that would be pretty awesome if Luke Cage did show up. Just maybe had a maybe had a vacation with Rosario Dawson just popped up. That would be something.
They catch him in the bloopers, man. You'll see it.
Oh yeah, oh man, automatic. 10 times I'm saying that movie. Luke Cage shows up, automatic.
I really just want them to do it in the bloopers, just so it could be like a special feature. So I guess I don't need to save the day today. Huh? Just walking around like, what's going on here?
Oh yeah, that would be fucking good. Oh man, but yeah, I cannot wait to see this. This looks really great. You know exactly what day it's coming out?
February. That is a good question.
February 16th.
All right.
Yeah.
I will mark my calendar.
Hello, thanks for checking out our content. If you liked it, let us know, and if you didn't, let us know that as well. If you want to see more content, we post every Saturday on SoundCloud and YouTube at The Afternoon Tune. You can also find us through various social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all one word at The Afternoon Tune. And if you don't deal with any of that social media stuff, you can also find us through our email at theafternoontune@gmail.com. And don't forget to always stay tuned.